Hey playa, are you holding yourself back from asking out your crush because your parent works in the school and you don't know if that's going to make things weird? Well, that's exactly what N3SS Dog asked me when he said, "My mom's a school counselor and I'm wondering if this is affecting my chances." Don't worry, N3SS Dog, I think I have an answer for you that can help you get over that hump of being afraid that your parent being there is interfering with your chances.
This is the Josh Beef, you're watching the Josh Beef.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. And when it comes to your parent working in your school, does that make things weird and awkward between you and your crush? Probably, but is that enough to hold you back from doing something, from pursuing them and going after them? I would ultimately say no. One of the fears that you may have is that your parent is going to somehow interfere in your relationship. But the reality is that when parents kind of see what's going on, for the most part, they leave things alone. For example, when I was in middle school, my friend's mom had worked as an English teacher there. Now, I had personally never had her, but from everything he told me, she kind of just kept to herself, he kept to himself, and the only time they really interacted was when they met up at the end of the day to go home. But if you do feel like your parent is going to somehow get involved, the best thing to do is to talk to them. Let them know that you want your own individual space and you want them to kind of keep their distance, especially between you and your crush. Another fear you may have is that your crush or the other kids in your school might make fun of you for having your parent there. You're probably thinking that they're thinking things like, wow, this kid can't even get through school without his mommy or daddy being there for him. And I get it. You don't want to seem like you need them to get through school, even if you never even interact with them throughout the day. But if you do encounter situations where people are making fun of you for having your parent there, the best thing to do is to laugh it off and realize there's no substance to those insults. It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, really, what are they even making fun of you for? In my friend's case, people did make jokes about his mommy having to be there for him all the time, but he kind of just let it roll off his back and realized it didn't really mean anything. Or probably the most pressing reality that you're scared could happen is that your parent interacts with your crush. Anything can happen in those type of scenarios. Your parent might tell your crush that you like them. Your parent might make you look more like a wimp or like a loser or like a mama's boy or daddy's little girl or anything like that. You might think that any kind of interaction is a bad thing, that it's only going to hurt your chances. But the truth of the matter is that's not always true. Let's say your parent is a counselor or a teacher or has any other type of job in your school. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to ruin your chances just by interacting and talking to your crush. Most likely your parent will talk to your crush just like they would with any other student. There probably isn't going to be that much of a difference in how it affects your chances of getting with your crush. Okay, so now that we've seen that just because your parent works in the school, it doesn't mean it's going to ruin your chances here, you got to ask yourself, what's really holding you back from actually pursuing them now? And I know, the fear of potentially anything going wrong is still there, but having your parent in the school shouldn't be enough of a reason to stop you from talking to them. In fact, if you do start interacting with them and your parent does find out, it might actually help your chances. Your parent might be able to clue you in on a few of the key details about your crush that you don't know when you're not around them. For example, your parent might be able to find things out like what they talk about with their friends, what their grades are like, and what they might actually think about you. And with those key details, it might actually be easier for you to pursue your crush. But now I want to know, what do you think? If one of your parents worked in your school, do you think that would help or hurt your chances of getting with your crush? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. Now, if you're going through something personal and you don't really want to put it out on display in a YouTube comment, you can always shoot me a DM over on Snapchat or Instagram. I do my best to answer as many messages as I can. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, and remember that the learning doesn't end here. Check out the videos I have over there on the side if you want to keep diving deeper into this topic. All in all, it all comes down to building the confidence to talk to your crush. Regardless of what the barriers and the situations are, you already have what it takes. You just have to kind of open up and let out that potential. As always, guys, love and peace.